What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several very important news. First of all, we have a deadline, pretty much we have a date of the upcoming debates where one side of the MMTLP community will interact with another side and it will be publicly available for all of us. On top of that, I will show you very important update from George Palikaros in regards to the potential developments in MMAT bankruptcy case, and I will show you quite interesting news from the about George Palikaros and about his actions back in 2022. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel
and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
So, and let's begin with the update from Rob Carter. And just 8 hours ago, he published this tweet. He wrote, update MMTLP Army has 3 members looking to debate Emmy on the merits of their case. Isai and I will work to set the dates and keep everyone posted. Looking to put this on April 29th or April the 30th. And as I mentioned, it was written just several hours ago. Emmy responded to this. Also, I own and operate business and I have clients scheduled on 29th and the 30th at the time of your show. A Monday works best for me or more than a week's lead time. Probably best to check with all participants before picking a date. And Rob Carter wrote, if you prefer Monday, okay. So guys, which means potentially in less than a week on Monday, April 27th, I believe, we will see this conversation, these debates. And Emmy also added, it's interesting to me that you aren't giving the names of people looking to debate. It doesn't matter to me who it is, but you aren't looking like an unbiased moderator here. And Rob responded, I'm just moderating to get info out. You requested it, we asked for MMTLP to reach out. 3 have reached out, I will confirm as soon as possible. And Emmy wrote, I didn't request anything. Someone in the chat said I wouldn't debate them, and I responded that I would debate any one of them, and I will. But let's keep it 100%. Rob responded, semantics. Nobody is looking to sabotage you. Everyone on your side has been lying about me, so I am assuming there is a reason. I don't have a dog in the fight, just want to find out how this happened. Where is the money? And who is looking out for investors? And Emmy responded, well, I don't have any reason to lie about you. The answers to your questions. The money went to all people who sold from the peak at $12.5 to the bottom of $2.85. This is the highest price for MMTLP shares back in, I believe it was mid-November of 2022. And $2.85 is the last price that was set basically on December the 7th of 2022. She also added, regulators regulate the market. They don't hold the hand of investors who choose to buy risky stocks. And definitely, it is not a secret that if you sell something or if you buy something, your counterparty is the person who gives you money or who takes your money. That is why, guys, the money went to the people who sold these shares. And we know that the majority of these shares was sold by the board of directors of MMTLP by Greg McCabe and John Burda. Combined, they sold about, I believe, more than $50 million of value of MMTLP stocks. That is why, guys, it is very important to keep this in mind. On top of that, I want to show you some additional information. George Palikoros, and here is the repost that was made by Junk Savvy. By the way, she also mentioned about this Rob Carter show, and I think that potentially she might be the counterparty. She might be one of three people who might debate Amy. Time will tell. For now, no one except Rob Carter knows about this. So let me show you George Palikoros's tweets, and he made several quite interesting updates. Unfortunately, they are very long updates, and I don't want to waste your time by reading all this information because you can do it by yourself. And the main idea of these tweets are that he assumes that something should happen if certain conditions are met. And unfortunately, guys, we don't have these conditions. That is why this is just a theoretical basically, it is his thoughts and his understandings of the current situation of MMAT. On top of that, in response to this tweet, Ann Vanderstiel wrote the following: George, this is massive. This ruling just changed everything. The trustee now has access to real trading data, including dark pool activity. Not the delayed version of public has been fed. A 5-minute snapshot hides the truth. 10-second data starts to expose it. Now we begin to see which broker-dealers were active and who may have been manipulated the market. If the patterns are there, the next step is deeper forensic data. Evidence incoming. Yoo-hoo! And yes, guys, if these conditions are met for all the information that was disclosed by George Palikoros, in this case, we have a very good, very good news, because it will allow to understand the, let's say, the information that is hidden behind the scenes during the trading sessions, and it might help us to understand what happened back in the days with MMTLP. But the only if is that if this comes to reality, comes to a fruition. Next one, let me show you that, on the other hand, we have a very interesting update from Scott Roth. In response to George Palikoros's tweet, he wrote this: more Palikoros fact-checking is on deck, sellers. Seems he has now, in 24 hours, managed to do the theoretically impossible, as he imploded at a relatively shallow crash depth. Probable perjury before the SEC. Defamation attacks on Daniel Spears and Scott Roth, claiming at least in one instance of knowingly posting false information about me, contending I attempted to extort McCabe when he had signaled chats months ago, proving nothing of the sort. 3. Concealed Roth to seek settlement money from Harding or Session in MMAT as they would pay. Roth declined to seek settlement and instead did another court filing. 4. Acknowledged knowing of settlements to certain shareholders, presumptively by Session and Harding. Read the context. 5. Stated I never approached him for the list of 100 oil companies that would be possible buyers of TRCH leases, despite a page of signal chats to him from me asking for them and him refusing, and emails shared with him to the trustee's attorney asking for them. Paper trail to be posted shortly, and yes, Metable has blocked me. So we have another interesting update and interesting screenshot that was published by Scott Roth. Here it is. He wrote it on April 19th. Polychorus says he has heard some shareholders have been paid in MMTLP. Pretty damning. No action on his part to work with this data on behalf of shareholders. Nothing. No moves in the USBCNV as part of the litigation team to identify who and what was paid either. Not one element of the subpoenas sent out by Lovato go after any of that which would bolster recoveries for all of us. Who are they, George? And since he's all about transparency, was this from McCabe or Burda or Wes Christian or others involved in MMAT and MMTLP? The signal chat attached was dated February 27 of 2026. Guys, just several basically weeks ago. I have plenty of other receipts, especially proving quite a few things about George's attacks on Spears and myself. Like he knew he was lying about the extortion accusations. More to follow as we peel Metable George like a banana. Gray is Metable's text, green is mine. So, gray is the text that was written by George, and green was written by Scott Roth. And here is the important part. Here is the screenshot itself. George wrote, yes, Harding is the king of guy who would easily settle and pay. Uzi is cheap. Scott responded, they will see what I'm doing. And George wrote, but I thought you were not going to get any more involved. And here is the Trott's response. This benefits everyone. And George wrote, as long as you don't cut a deal and fall too early, in seriousness would be great to see if filings or if you need to verify anything. I heard there have been made some payouts to some shareholders. Guys, this is incredible. And Scott wrote, you will see all 200 pages getting printed now. So, I believe that we are about to see some massive breakthroughs in this case, because with this data, one way or another, we will find out who is liar in this case. And basically we have two actions that are ongoing right now. One of them is the preparation for the debates of Emmy and one of 3 secret MMTLP members. And this is the second one, the interaction between Scott Roth and George Polychorus. So I think it is very important to keep all this in mind. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and see you in the next one. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.